Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. And thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 24 projects coming out to you, 2 a week, all the way through and into December. And we're on number 19 now. And this is my little candy cane holder. And it's a sort of a little pouch. I've got 2 in here. It's open at the sides, but don't worry, nothing's falling out. And while I've only got 2, because I'm mean and stingy, you can actually fit 4 in. So it depends on how generous you are as to whether you want to put 2 or 4 in, or even 1 or 3. I don't know that you'd fit 5, maybe, possibly. But I'm only putting 2 in. So this is using crumb cake cardstock because that's the colour that's in the background, and I'm going to make a real red version. And I did, on the original one, I put score lines down this part here because I'd planned to close it all in, but then I changed my mind. So we're only going to put score lines in at the bottom. And we're on filming number 2 because I had just scored those lines and the phone rang. And it was the house phone, and that one I don't shut off. I can't shut off. So, I don't want to waste a piece of cardstock. So, half a sheet of cardstock, well less than that, you can get 2 from a sheet. 4 inches by 10 inches, which is 10 centimetres by 25.5. Score it twice on the long side at 5 3/4 of an inch and 6 1/4, which is 14.5 and 16 centimetres. Super duper easy. So we'll just pretend don't drop your scoring tool. So let's fold and burnish those. And then I've got these, I love the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper, and it just makes so much sense to use it when you've got candy canes. And this panel is going to go in the front. This is the longer one. I'll give you the measurements in a second. And that one is going to go in the back. Now, with my original one, because I had score lines, I had a guide to work with. You're just going to have to eyeball and make sure that it's in the right place. So this one measures 2 3/4 by 3.5 inches, which is 6.5 by 9 centimetres. This one, same width, 2 3/4 by 2.5. So 6.5 by, oh, I made it 6.5. And that's going to rest in there and it will get touched down. So let's hope I get this in the middle. It's handmade. We won't mind too much if it's not. There we go. And then this one on the front. That's going to go on the front of this panel here. It's sticking to me. There we go. So it's the same paper as the original one, but I wanted to see what it would look like in this beautiful red. Okay, my stamping panel. So I've got this little bit here on the front, and then I'll close it up in a second for you. This one, again, I'm going with the real red look. 2.5 by 2.5 inches, so 6 by 6 centimetres. This one 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. And I'm going to stick with the red on here, and I did a little bit of experimenting as to what I fancied. I kind of glittered it up and that didn't work, so I didn't like that. So I went with just stamping in plain red. Candy cane Christmas. You know, it's a theme, we've got to stick with it. Let me grab a block. Slightly bigger block. And Christmas treats for you, of course, absolutely. Actually, let me get this lined up. I'm lining up my block on my grid paper and then lining up the rubber stamp on that. And let's get it all lined up again. I hope I'm not getting my head in the top of the camera. Oh, I've just stuck my finger in that. Okay, so that I can put away. And then what I'm after is my tear and tape, which is here. So I'm just going to run a little panel across the bottom. I'll tear that off for now. And then I'm going to go with 2 panels at the top if I can fit 2 on. It kind of depends on where you've stamped, I guess. Oh, look, I can fit 2 on. Fabulous. And stick it to your grid paper. Let's rip these off. So I don't want the edges on. I'm just using this for glitter purposes. This is, you know, my version of glitter tape, because we've got the beautiful real red glitter. So I'm using it. And that's why I was doing the experimenting. I thought I had heat and stick, and if you want to stamp and then glitter the stamped part, which is what I plan to do, you use heat and stick, which is you use Versamark, heat it with that, throw on your heat and stick, heat that up, and then chuck your glitter on. and it sticks to it. Only I don't have any heat and stick. Or rather, I can't find it anyway. So I wanted the glitter, and this is the next best thing. So you can make all sorts of patterns with this, couldn't you? Oh, I haven't got any scrap paper. Oh, let me just grab a sheet of this. So, love it. Look at this real red glitter embossing powder. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's glitter. It's embossing powder. It's not even glitter. Oh well. Oh well. Throw a load on. Oh! Flick it away. Oh, maybe you are meant to heat that up then. Oh well. Well, I'm not. I've used it as glitter. It hasn't moved. And this has been made for a couple of weeks now. And it hasn't shifted. There we go, pretty. I'll flick the rest of that off in a second because I'm just managing to send it everywhere. Me and glitter and embossing powder is just never good. Oh, I can't even blow it off, can I? Okay, right, let's get it all put together then. Oh, there's glittery stuff everywhere. I didn't realise that was embossing powder. Oh, every day's a school day, isn't it? Right. Okay, let me get all this put together. Don't forget, today is the last day of the online extravaganza, and that means that today is the final flash sale day. So get yourselves over to my website, pootles.stampinup.net. I'm looking for my fuse. Oh, it's right in front of me. Pootles.stampinup.net or pootles.co.uk, and you'll find links everywhere. But there's stuff up to 40% off. Bargain. Love it. Okay, so that bit onto there, and now we can start sticking it together. So I've got the washi tape that is part of this bundle, part of the Candy Cane Lane suite, which I love. Went with the stars before. Will the stars work again? Oh, I think they will actually. Oh, we'll stick with the stars. Stick with what we know. Okay, find the end. I can't find the end. Oh, there it is. Yep, there it is, got it. Okay. So, I found sticking a couple of candy canes in helped when I did this originally. So that's one side. I'll come along and neaten up and trim off shortly. Let's whiz those out. Oh, I'm sticking myself to everything today. Right, trim off those bits. You could go all the way over if you wanted, but I don't want to, so I'm not. But I'm taking it across the bottom of this one. There we go, candy canes back in. And because we put them in beforehand, this little bit of washi. Oh, that was a broken one. Oh, I'll have to eat that one. Can't possibly give a broken candy cane out. Because I did that before, the washi is in the right position. Now it's just a case of finishing off with some baker's twine. So I want a triple layer of this one. Tangle myself in my candy canes. With my very messy scissors. And again, this just helps keep it closed. Too cute. It's the washi tape. The washi tape will stay. I would say washi tape would last for about a year before it starts to unpeel. But washi tape is not mad keen on hot environments. So if you're going to be putting these, you know, Christmas trees and stuff like that, they do get warm. So yeah, that little bit of extra to keep it in place will all help. Super cute. What do you think? I like it. I'm going to have to go and heat emboss that and see what happens. Ooh, wasn't expecting that. Real red glitter embossing powder. Love it. Going to glitter it up, heat it up. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me, and I hope to speak to you soon.